The Odyssey's mastermind, Odysseus and his cunning picture a man on a war-torn battlefield, not armed with the mightiest sword or the heaviest armor, but with a mind sharper than any blade. This is Odysseus, king of Ithaca, a hero whose legend isn't built on brute strength but on unparalleled cunning. In the realm of gods and monsters, he's Odysseus of many wiles, a title earned through a lifetime of outsmarting impossible odds. Unlike Achilles, who conquered with power, or Hercules, who endured with grit, Odysseus thrives on intellect alone. Today, we're stepping into his world to uncover the brilliance that defines him, from the Trojan Horse to the clever tricks of his epic journey home. Welcome to Gods and Heroes Unveiled, where history lives through stories like his. Let's dive in. The Trojan Horse, a masterpiece of ingenuity. The story begins at Troy, a city locked in a decade-long war. The Greeks, despite their fierce warriors, Achilles with his deadly spear, Ajax with his towering shield, couldn't breach Troy's impregnable walls. 10 years of bloodshed had left them weary, their hopes dwindling like a dying flame. Enter Odysseus. While others fought with muscle, he fought with his mind. One night, as the camp lay quiet, an idea struck him. If strength couldn't win, deception could. He proposed something audacious, a massive wooden horse, hollow inside, to hide a squad of elite soldiers, including himself. The Greeks built it swiftly, a towering beast of timber and trickery, then wheeled it to Troy's gates. To sell the ruse, they abandoned their camp, sails disappearing over the horizon, leaving the horse as a supposed gift of surrender. The Trojans, flush with pride, took the bait. They hauled the horse inside as a trophy, cheering their victory, unaware of the doom lurking within. Night fell, and Odysseus led his men out of the trap. Silent as shadows, they opened the gates, letting the Greek army flood in. By dawn, Troy was ash. This wasn't a triumph of swords but of strategy. Odysseus turned a losing war into a legendary win, proving his intellect could topple empires. His plan wasn't just clever, it was genius, a stroke of creativity that rewrote history. Yet, this victory was only the beginning, a spark that ignited the long, perilous journey ahead. Within the journey, facing adversity with Troy behind him, Odysseus set sail for Ithaca, dreaming of home. But the sea had other plans. His first test came at the land of the Lotus Eaters, a strange shore where danger wore a mask of peace. The locals offered his crew the lotus flower, a sweet temptation that dulled the mind and erased all desire to return home. Several men ate and drifted into a blissful stupor, their eyes glazing over as Ithaca faded from their thoughts. A lesser leader might have faltered, but Odysseus saw through the haze. He acted fast, ordering his loyal men to drag the lotus-drunk sailors back to the ships, tying them to the benches as they protested weakly. With a sharp command, he forced the fleet to sail away, leaving the island spell behind. This wasn't brute force, it was foresight, the kind of quick thinking that kept his crew alive. The sea tested him again and again, its storms and mysteries relentless. Yet, Odysseus's mind remained his compass. He navigated not just waves but the human spirit, keeping his men focused when despair loomed. His cunning wasn't limited to grand schemes. It shone in these small, vital moments, knowing when to push forward, when to retreat. Unlike other heroes who relied on divine gifts or raw power, Odysseus leaned on his own resourcefulness. Each challenge was a puzzle, and he was the master solver. This adaptability, this refusal to bend under pressure, set him apart. But his journey was young, and greater trials, like the Cyclops or the Sirens, lay ahead, where his wits would face even darker tests. The nature of his cleverness, Strength and flaws. Odysseus's brilliance isn't a simple tale of triumph. It's complex, human, and flawed. His mind is a weapon, yes, but one with a double edge. Take his curiosity. It's what drives his genius, but also drags him into danger. Early in his voyage, he chose to explore a Cyclops' cave, not out of necessity, but to satisfy his restless intellect. That decision nearly cost him everything, his crew trapped, facing a one-eyed giant. Yet, it's the same curiosity that birthed the Trojan Horse, turning defeat into victory. His pride, too, cuts both ways. After Troy, he could have sailed off quietly, but his need to claim credit sparked Poseidon's wrath, a curse that stretched his journey to decades. This duality makes him compelling. He's not invincible like Achilles, nor blessed with Herculean might. He's a man who thrives on his own terms. Where others beg the gods for help, Odysseus crafts solutions from thin air. His intellect is his shield, his sword, his sail. But it demands control. That cave adventure? He escaped with a trick we'll explore later, the Nobody Gambit, proving his wit could outmatch even a monster's strength. This balance of strength and weakness defines him. He's a leader who inspires, yet his choices sometimes endanger those he leads. His crew trusts him, but his boldness tests that trust. Odysseus isn't a perfect hero. He's a real one, shaped by the tension between his gifts and his humanity. That's why his story endures, not as a myth of muscle, but as a testament to the power of a sharp mind wrestling with its own limits. Outro. A hero defined by his mind, from the Trojan Horse, a deception that felled a city, to the quick thinking that saved his crew from the Lotus Eaters. Odysseus proves he's a mastermind like no other. His intellect turns chaos into triumph, despair into hope. But will it carry him all the way home? Join us in this series to see how his cunning faces gods, monsters, and fate itself. What do you think makes Odysseus's mind so extraordinary? The Trojan Horse, or a smaller moment of brilliance? Share your thoughts below, and subscribe to Gods and Heroes Unveiled for more epic tales. History lives here. See you in the next chapter.